afternoon. So I have a few minutes to talk, and I kind of want to talk about something that may be a bit weird for some of you and may not be a bit weird for some of you. Okay, so when I was like, I want to say 13, 12, somewhere in that range. It was in 91 or 92, maybe 93, somewhere in that range. I'm not entirely sure when, I cannot remember. I want to say I was either in 7th grade or 8th grade. But anyway, there was this TV show called Sequest, and it used to be on NBC. Well, if you ever watch it, they used to have it on Netflix. I'm just going to say now, only watch the first season. The rest of them, the other 2 seasons suck ass, or 3. I'm not sure how many seasons there are in total. But the first season's the only season that really matters. All the rest are kind of garbage after that. But anyway, I used to think it was such a cool show because back then in the 90s, people were looking towards the future and thinking, oh, we're going to have hover cars, we're going to explore the oceans, and we're going to be out and doing stuff in space and all that, you know? Like, come on, I mean, back in the 80s when Back to the Future was a thing, everybody thought that you were going to have hoverboards by 2015, because 2015 was way out there, right? You know? And who doesn't want to have a hoverboard? Or, like, I was talking with my family, me and my husband just happened to bring it up one day, and my kid was talking about how old people think the DeLorean is a pretty cool looking car. And I was like, anybody who was a kid in the 80s who watched Back to the Future loved the doors that opened up like that. It just, I don't know. I mean, they don't think it's cool. You got those Lamborghinis now that the doors open like this. Those aren't nowhere near as cool as the doors that go like this and open up. There's probably a name for that, but I have no idea what the name of that, you know, the mechanism for opening this way versus sliding open like that. It doesn't matter. Both look cool. I just think the way the DeLorean doors open is cooler looking. But that could also be, like I said, it's a product of that time. Like I said, my kids don't have that experience because they're 2000 kids, you know, they were born in the 2000s and raised in, they're going to remember more of the 2010 beyond for their teenage years. So, you know, closer to actually past 2015 is when they're going to remember more. But anyway, back to Sequest. So, okay, so when I was young and was watching this on TV. See, I was watching that show when kids my age were watching, I think, Melrose Place and 90210. I think it was 90210, and then it went to Melrose Place. And then Melrose Place spun off to one other show or something like that. I don't know. See, I was not into that kind of type of show when I was a kid. I mean, come on. I grew up watching The Next Generation when it was new versus people who, okay, my Fitbit went off. I just wanted to see what time it was. You know, people, you know, I was more into watching those type of shows. But anyway, back to the reason why I made this video. Okay, so, you know, I was actually, you know, I really liked the captain, on the show, his name is Nathan Ridger. What's his name of him? He's dead now. He was in Jaws. God. Schreider. Roy Schreider. Schreider? Something, I think it's Schreider. Anyway, what I thought was kind of cool, and this is going to be such a nerdy thing, was when I was young and I was watching that show, the captain in that show is supposed to be like 40 years old in 2018 because that's when Sequest world is set. The world, it says, the year is 2018, mankind has colonized the last uninhabited place on Earth, and then it says the ocean, and then it goes to underwater. I always thought that was so neat. But anyway, to the nerdy thing. So in the show, he's supposed to be 40 in 2018. And I thought, I did my own math back then because I hated math and anything to do with it outside of, doing like homework. I never actually applied any of that stuff to something outside of schoolwork. So when I did that, I was like, wow, I'm such a dork. But anyway, math came out to being I was going to be 40 in 2018 in real life. And back in the 90s, early 90s, thinking to 2018, I was like, God, that's way out there. I'm going to be old. I don't even, and I literally thought that the world of Sequest would be the most plausible of all of the future type shows that I had been watching, like the Star Trek. We're nowhere near that yet. I would like to live long enough to see, to live long enough to First Contact Day, for the real First Contact Day. I would like to live long enough, but I'm going to be like 80 something. And to be honest, I didn't take care of myself very well as a younger kid. I did a lot of drugs. I smoked cigarettes and stuff for a long time. I'm sober now, and I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but once damage is done, I don't know how well or how slowly damage is reversed. But anyway, I just always thought that was just so neat that in 2018, I would be the same age as the guy that I'm watching on the TV, even though he's a fictional character. And, I just thought that was neat. And I was like, oh, we'll be talking to dolphins. And, I just thought that was just super neat. But anyway, oh, excuse me. Anyway, that was just something that I think I've been thinking of throughout this whole year was how far off we actually are to 2018 that they were guessing back with the Sequest show. But anyway, that's just my ramblings of something from my childhood. Okay, I gotta actually get going. I'm kind of late to go pick up my daughter from school. So you have a great rest of your afternoon. Bye.